CTV News, Vancouver Island Report.
Good evening. Thanks for being here. Salmon farmers are claiming victory after the Canadian Food Inspection Agency confirmed there is no evidence that the highly contagious ISA virus is spreading amongst fish in Pacific waters. Just a few weeks ago, researchers from Simon Fraser University said just the opposite. They joined prominent activist Alexandra Morton to reveal the results of their own testing, which they said showed ISA was not only present, it was spreading. And they put the blame squarely on the province's aquaculture industry. CTV's Gord Kurbis has the story.
For years, she's been an outspoken critic of BC's fish farming industry, protesting through walks and demonstrations at fish farm sites. Then, just a few weeks ago, Alexandra Morton produced what many thought was a smoking gun. Scientific proof from a university professor, as well as a lab in Prince Edward Island, that a highly contagious virus had been found in wild salmon along BC's coast.
This is like, a cancer diagnosis in a family member. It's that shocking.
That finding was repeated by other fish farm opponents and by some international media outlets. Today, the Canadian Food Inspection Agency revealed the results of its own testing, saying no virus had been found.
All of our samples have been testing negative for the virus, so we felt pretty confident that we didn't have the virus on our fish, but we wanted that definitive finding from the Canadian Food Inspection Agency.
The findings were released this morning by the CFIA in conjunction with Fisheries and Oceans Canada and the provincial government. The CFIA said testing on the same fish samples showed no sign in the infectious salmon anemia that the activists had previously announced.
Well, it's always very challenging when information gets misrepresented or misreported, by activists who are really opposed to salmon farming in BC.
But today, while collecting more fish samples near Nanaimo, Morton was issuing no apologies about her actions and said the province, DFO, and the CFIA need to look harder.
They didn't really explain what the difference was. They kept saying the samples were in poor quality. So it would seem important for them to come back and get samples that were of high quality and then see if they could determine the same thing.
Heather Olney is a former commercial fisherman and her husband is employed within the fish farming industry. She says the activist claims could have a huge impact on the salmon farming industry.
You're talking 6,000 people involved in an industry, either directly or indirectly. It could be devastating. People could lose everything. And all on the whim of an activist that seems to have an agenda to just get salmon farms out of the water at any cost.
No, not at all. We're very used to this. We'll just keep working. We're just going to do the work. And the public are behind us. They've been sending in small donations, so we're going out to as many rivers as we can, and we're sending in samples to the lab.
Despite today's official findings, the biologist and activist says she will keep on with her efforts. Gord Kurbis, CTV News.